Most AI generated landing pages technically work because it's just a landing page, but the problem is they look like AI slop, and here is the big difference. In this version, you could see that it's the AI that you expect. Very AI looking, very simple. Obviously, Claude made it. But let's look at this version, and you can see that it's a lot more premium. It has a direction. It has a video background, and overall, it's a more premium feel. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today in this video. Now, the point isn't just add a video background to your AI landing page and everything will be great. The point is, you need to have a whole bunch of things ready before you even get to that step, so that when you do get to that step, you'll have a more premium feel for your AI landing pages. Now, to give her credit, this video was inspired by aashatwt on Twitter, but I made it a little bit easier by putting the prompts, the checklist, and other things that will help you do the same exact effect down below. Now let's jump right into this. I'm going to show you what the bad version looks like before I show you exactly how to fix the other version into a more premium feel. First things first, let's talk about what an AI generated landing page looks like, which you already know, but let's talk about it really quick. So as you can see, this is a really basic page. The prompt that I put here was create an HTML landing page hero image that says Farouk A, experienced marketing strategist. And as you could see on the screen, that is exactly what it gave me. It made some crazy weird line. It has work with me here and view my work, and it's just really AI looking. But let's contrast that with this, for example. This is somewhere I've been into Peru. I created, and that's what I'm about to show you in this video. This is a lot different. As you can see, the waves down here are actually moving. People are actually walking in it. And then for another more modern kind of look, check this one out that has this like cool liquid magenta glass effect. I'm going to show you how to make both of these. But first, I just wanted to contrast to talk about the differences. And as you can see, it's much different. And this doesn't really look like AI made it, even though I really didn't do much about the fonts or the colors or anything like that. So first things first, the thing you're going to need to do is use an image generation tool. Now, I'm going to use Perplexity, but it's really important that you know you can use any image generation tool that you like. ChatGPT has been pretty good at image generation lately. Google Gemini, even though I doubt you're using that for image generation. But you can use any tool you like. I actually like Perplexity. I feel like it's slept on for image generation. I have no clue what model it uses, but you're about to see in a second. So first thing we're going to do is I'm actually just going to use my voice. Create me a landscape image of the Larco Mar in Peru. But I want this image to be a cartoon version instead of an actual version, and it should look cinematic. And I'm going to hit enter. So you're going to see my prompt pop in here in a second. Perfect. And I'm going to hit go. And then I'm going to skip this boring part where it's actually generating because it takes a while, and I'll be right back, I promise. And while we wait, just for some quick random context, I chose the Larco Mar in Peru because it's one of the most beautiful places I've been to, and it just probably looks good as a video background, as you saw. So as you can see here, we have this beautiful image of the Larco Mar in Peru. It's pretty much what I asked for. So the next thing that we need to do is turn this into a video so that when it's on the actual page, it's playing it. It's not just sitting there. It actually has animation. And the way you could do this is usually through Google VO3, which is through Gemini, or Grok. I like to use Grok because it's just a little bit faster and I feel like the animations are a little better, but that's the next step. We're gonna head over to Grok and animate this. Now, once we're actually in Grok, what we wanna do is head to where it says Imagine here, and we're gonna click that because that's where the image and the video generation lives for this LLM. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paste the photo that was just generated, and you see it generating down here, generating, building. So it was generating and now it lives here. Here is the image. So the next thing that we need to do is animate it. So what I'm going to do is grab this prompt that I already have that is down in the description, starter pack and this prompt pack that I'm giving you for this exact tutorial. So I got the prompt copied. I just paste it here. And I'm not going to go through this whole prompt because, again, I'm giving you the whole prompt if you want to just do it yourself. But it's telling this thing to make a looping video out of this image that already exists. And then I'm going to hit go, and it's going to take a couple minutes. But in a couple minutes, what we're going to have is this cool video background, or what's going to be a video background, I should say. I'll be right back. So Grok was done relatively quickly, and now you can see this thing is animating. There's people paragliding. The waves are moving. There's people kind of walking in the back at the bottom right. If you look at it, and up top, it doesn't exactly look like the Larco Mar, but I mean, it is pretty incredible. So now we have our video background. That is exciting. And what we're going to do is save this and then do the Claude code part and then we'll have an awesome landing page hero. So let's move on. So now I'm inside Claude Code, and all I'm gonna do is copy and paste this prompt that I got from Asha again on Twitter. Shout out to you, because this is incredible. But I got it from her. I kind of put my own stuff in it, just so it's personal to me. You can get the prompt down in the description, but I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. So I paste it, and it's create a full screen hero section with a video, nav bar, and centered content. Again, I'm not gonna read through the whole thing because you get the point, but what this is gonna do is create basically the wrapper and something that is ready to receive a video background. So I'm just gonna hit go, and I'm gonna let Claude build that for a second. Okay, so now we have our shell, so to speak. And you can see, even though it's just a black screen, this looks a little bit less like AI. The buttons are like really cool. And I didn't really do much, to be honest. I mean, if you want this to look even less like AI, you could spend even more time inside this making little tweaks, and it will look even less like AI. But now let's talk about how to get the video into this background. So now what I'm doing is I'm copying the file path, AKA where we saved that video that we just made in Grok. What we need to do is tell Claude Code, here is where it is on the computer, just so you know what video to put. So the way you do that on Mac is you hold down Option, you right click, and then you click copy as path name. You'll see it there. And then what I'm gonna do is, now I'm in Claude Code again, and I'm gonna say, use this for the video background. And then I'm just gonna paste what I just copied, hit enter, and it is gonna use what we just made as the video background. It's that simple. Now this did happen to me before, because of course I did a test run before recording the video. So it might happen to you again. And just so you know, to fix this, all you have to do is say, I don't see the video background playing, and I can't even spell, but I'm just gonna hit enter, and it's going to fix it. So as you can see, Claude says the issue is that the browser blocks local video files when opening the file. I need to serve it through a local server, which means it's running on my local computer now, which is why it's not working here. But I did open it in this box, and now you could see there's a people walking up top, people over here, there are waves, and that is how we created this awesome video background. And of course, you would build the rest of the website, and you can have a whole bunch of other cool stuff, but this is a really cool and really easy effect to make. And now you could see it. But as I promised, we're gonna make more than one video background. Now we're gonna make this magenta, cool, teal, glass morphism. I don't even know how to describe it effect, but we're gonna make that again right now live. So let's do that. So we are back in Perplexity, and all I'm gonna do is say, generate an image of a dark teal slash, and this time we're gonna make it yellow because that's closer to my brand colors, a dark teal slash yellow liquid glass background that I can use on a website hero. And then we're just gonna hit enter, and it's gonna generate that liquid glass background for me. Now you guys know how this process works, so we're just waiting for the image to generate. Once the image is there, we take it over to Grok, or we could do Gemini. I don't wanna do Gemini for this version, I'm just gonna stay in Grok, but it's as easy as that. And after about a minute, here is what we got. I actually think this one is better than my old one, so it is definitely a treat for you. It has this really cool orb looking feeling, but anyway, we're gonna go back to Grok, and we're gonna start a new chat, new generation again. And once again, I'm going to paste my image here. Okay, now our image is here. And what I'm doing is I went back to the prompt again, the prompt that I'm giving to you. It is right down in the description that I just pasted in once again, but it just animates it into a 5-second loop, so it looks really cool. Now I hit enter, and then we just wait about a minute for Grok to animate this thing. Grok does it kind of fast, which is kind of impressive, but yeah, once we have the video, we're gonna do the same exact thing again. And here we are. How cool is that? I don't really love the breathing effect. I actually like the first one I had because it was more so like moving around in waves. Like that's something that I would perfect if I was not in the middle of showing you how to do this. But for now, I will not. I'm just gonna go to download once again, and I'm going to save it as yellow and teal glass. Enter. And now I'm doing the same exact thing again. So what I just saved, I could see I'm right clicking while holding option, and then I'm going to copy yellow and teal thing as yellow and teal path as the glass name. I'm getting a little tired, don't mind me, yo. But now I'm gonna do the same thing. Change the video background to this video. And I just paste it. And I hit go, and in a couple seconds, we will see this new video background in the same exact page, the same way I made it the first time. And it took about 5 seconds. I refreshed the page, and here's what we got. we see the background. Now, again, you can make these buttons live and make them scroll down to different parts of the landing page and all that kind of good stuff. That is how you do this. And one thing that I want to be really clear about with this is you could use whatever AI tools that you like. Some people like using one image tool over another, one video tool over another, or some people are already paying for this video tool and they don't want to pay for that video tool, so on and so forth. So it doesn't matter. You need the image, then you need to turn the image into a video, and it's as simple as that. Everything else you need is in the pack that is down in the description. And also as a bonus, what I included in the starter pack is a whole bunch of things that might help you if you want to fix it. Like if you want to fix a gradient, or you can't see letters enough, or you want some kind of other effects. I included a whole bunch of other helpful stuff that I thought about that might actually help somebody who's trying to fix this thing in the starter pack, again, down in the description. And it's really as simple as that. Once again, thank you to aashatwt. I am sorry if I am mispronouncing your name. This is a really, really awesome tutorial. And it's what I'm showing people when they say everything that made by AI looks really generic. So I appreciate it. So that's the workflow. You start with the visual direction you like, which is key because that's what makes it personal to you. You're creating this visual direction from whatever you have in your mind. You saw how I did it. And then after that, you're looping the video and then building the landing page around that, which leads to a much more premium feel. Because when you change the colors and the fonts and you make the video perfect and you do everything, now you have something that is really personalized to you instead of just typing in the Claude, make me a landing page, and then it's spitting out that landing page. And the bigger point that I want you to remember is, and you probably heard this before, but you have to treat AI kind of like a smart intern. They're not going to know what your visual direction is, what you like, what you don't. So when you give it generic inputs and you're kind of just saying, make me a landing page, then it's going to do what it knows is a landing page. And what it naturally knows out of the box is a landing page, as we know, is a terrible landing page. So don't give AI generic stuff and expect it to work. And don't forget that everything you need to recreate the style with ease is at the link down below. So if you like this tutorial, you are going to love that. So don't forget. And if you make one of these landing pages, send it to me. Please tag me. I would love to see what you guys are making because I have a feeling it's probably going to be even better than what I showed you in this tutorial. Now, having a system to create really good landing page heroes is one thing, and it's where everyone is thinking about right now. But where less people are thinking about is the fact that now AI video is advancing really fast. You can make reusable assets like quote cards, stat cards, lower thirds, and all that stuff, and use them again and again in your videos in seconds using Claude Design and hyperframes. So if that sounds interesting to you, you need to watch this video next where I talk you through step by step how to do it using Claude Design and hyperframe. My name's Rook. I've been a marketing strategist for over 10 years now, and now I'm exploring what marketing strategy even is in this AI era. So if that sounds interesting to you, subscribe.